everyone. It's going to be a live recording daily today for the first time. So here we go. Let's get started with round one. Yes, I would like to play first. This is a solid opener. We'll keep this. Got 2 pieces of precise discard, very important. You want at least one, of course, in your opener. We've got the Lily for tons of reach, board control, and a win con, so everything you could want pretty much. Let's see what he's got. Huh. Let's go with the Lava Spike. So, burn can be quite challenging, especially if it's a multicolored version, which this definitely is. I really don't know what to do against a multicolored version, because you can bring in Leyline, but often they'll have the removal for it, which happened to me a couple days ago. So, I don't know. Lately I've been debating trying to find another answer for burn, if you've been following the forums. Let's see here. Let's go with the Shard Volley, since he can't use that Searing Blaze anytime soon. So this is actually quite a good start for 8-rack versus burn. He has some of his weakest burn spells, and I'm discarding a lot of them, so that's good. This Lily is going to put some real pressure on him. He may even have to destroy it, which almost never happens, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I've been kind of mulling over different options in the forums about something else against burn. Probably a good time here to check out some cards. I'll talk about this in a second. Sorry. What did you? Shard Volley, sacking a land. Exile for Bolt. So it's tempting to drop the rack. Now let's see what the last card in his hand is. If I know it, I don't know if I know it. I don't think I do. Sacrifice, so it's a mystery card, so I'm gonna go with the Lily. It's possible that could be incorrect. It's basically, you know, do I want to be aggressive or defensive? I think I want to be defensive because he's getting me down so low, you know, so I'll drop the rack next turn. That slows me down by, you know, I miss it on 2 damage, but I potentially saved myself 3 life. It didn't actually work that turn, but, you know, it was a calculated risk, as they say. So let's drop the rack. And we got a Pack Rat. Very nice. The thing I like about cards like Lily and Rat versus Burn is that they really don't want to deal with them. They want to just throw everything at your face. But they so they either do that and then, you know, these can run rampant, or they have to deal with them, and that slows down their clock. So either way is kind of good, unless you're at, you know, 5 or 10 life. Then it can be much more worrisome. So he's attacking me with the Swift Spear. I will totally take that 1 damage and not care. We're in a very good position right now. This usually doesn't happen, to be honest. don't really want to sack that. Now we can definitely get aggressive. So now I've got a blocker for this. Not that I'll necessarily use it, but options are nice. If he drops a Goblin Guide or something, I may block it. So yeah, just a bit of a rough start on his part and a very good one on mine. Now the question is, do I want to take in Leyline or not? I kind of really don't, but I don't know. Lately I've been thinking about taking out bridges, partly because Goblin Guide is terrible against bridge. Their attackers are all tiny, so like it's harder to turn it on. I found a little trouble with it. Plus it turns on their smash to smithereens. You know, it works against both of these cards, so part of me wants to take it out. Because sometimes you'll just you won't have either, and you'll be at 3 life or 6 life or whatever, and they'll have a smash in hand. So that, like, you know, that can buy you enough time to win, for example. So I don't know, I might try this. This is a new board, by the way. I tweaked it yesterday. I don't know if I'll stick with it, but this is what we're trying right now. So pack rat is pretty terrible. So I could bring in a Leyline, probably as a 1-of, not worth it, you know. You really want it as a 4-of or 1-of, so I might just leave in a second bridge. So we could try this, I don't know. Yeah. Let's try this. If it I won the first game. If it doesn't work out, then in game 3, I may revert to the Leyline plan, despite him probably having wear and tear. So that seems okay to me. I'll probably explain the new sideboard a bit after this match. Another very good hand. I seem to have been on quite a streak lately, actually, with just great openers. I don't know. I'm not sure what that's about. I have made like some small tweaks. Maybe they made a big difference. I don't know. So. Yeah, so he brought in the Revelry, so that's another good reason to take out bridge. Not that it's necessarily correct, I'm not at all haven't made up my mind on it, but you know, I like to try different things, see what works. So I do kind of want to take the Revelry. 2 damage. I think we should take that, because this is, you know, that's my clock right now. And this is only 1 more damage than these. I mean, it can matter, but... Although, actually, what I'm going to do is take the bolt, and then hope that he discards Revelry with Wrench Mind, which quite likely he will. So let's try that. That's another way to go. Not necessarily correct. This is one of the things that's tricky about playing 8-rack, I think. Some people claim it's very straightforward, but I think it's really not. There's a lot of little tricks and intricacies, and there's a lot of hard decisions to make, and often there's not a clear answer. So I think that makes it a fairly tricky deck to play. So I can get rid of the Revelry right now. I can do a lot of things, really. I think the correct thing... Let's see, what is the other card he had in hand? Oh, he's exiling 2 Rift Bolts, good god. Yeah, so I'll be at 12, and then 11 off this. Possibly lower, depending on what he draws. So I definitely don't want to drop the rack. That would be ridiculous, because then he would blow it up and I'd take even more damage than I'm already going to take. So I'm thinking Wrench Mine, and then next turn Victim Rack. That seems good. Two Revelries. Nice. Yeah, you definitely want to, if you don't have an artifact in play and you don't absolutely need it, then definitely like deprioritize these, like put them lower on the priority list, any artifact destruction. And same for creature removal. Because you can often get rid of it because they'll say, oh, well, there's no artifacts on the board, so I'll toss this. Because they don't know if you have an artifact in hand or not. So this is pretty rough. I forgot about the prowess triggers, but still I wouldn't change my mind. So we're in a pretty good spot here. It's kind of it's pretty even right now. I definitely need I need a Raven's Crime or a Lily if I want a chance of winning. Sure. So I'm going to use the Victim because I want this. I want to save this for 2-for-1s if possible. Or 3-for-1s even, on rare occasion. Come on, no. I got the Dakmor, don't have the Lily, or Raven's Crime, sorry. So, let's just keep all these in hand. This is one of the situations where I would love to have this card. See, this would be a 7/7 or 6/6 right now. Don't really care about that because of this. Thank you. Definitely can't afford to take that damage, so let's pop that. So I'm in a good spot. I really need, damn it, so much land. Usually I don't get screwed by too many lands with this 23 land version. I think I can safely drop 1 land. But right now, yeah, it's happening. Come on. Oh my god. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I did some calculations recently on the mana base, and among other things, how many times you get screwed by too many lands with 23 land or 22. Oh, this is rough. Ugh. Thought I had him. So he has the Revelry, so that makes me inclined to not use that. I thought that one was fairly close. I don't feel like I was in a terrible position because I didn't have that. I think it would have actually been worse. So I think I'm gonna just continue on with this and hope it works out. Anyway, yeah, this is used in a recent tournament-winning black-red list. And I've been thinking that it might actually be good in our list too, despite not being as aggressive. In the sideboard, I mean, instead of Leyline. Partly for burn, maybe other decks. That's rough. But I think I'll keep it, partly because burn empties its hand. And I have a win con, so not great, but I don't know. It's probably better than mulling. It's debatable. Mulling can also be very difficult with this deck. Let's Thoughtseize. I hadn't seen any Eidolons from him. That's surprising. Maybe he doesn't run them for some strange reason. I almost want to let him keep the Goblin Guide so I can draw more lands, or No, that doesn't. Yeah, I mean, I'm basically on 1 land right now, and I would love 3, so... I have an answer for the Goblin Guide. Yeah, let's go with the Boarstrom, I guess. Possibly incorrect, but just trying to minimize my damage as much as possible. It seems like the best way. So he didn't play Guide, which seems very ridiculous. So I'm gonna save this for if I potentially draw Lily. I don't want to be screwed on mana. Not exactly where I want to be at, but definitely have a chance. He doesn't have like an extremely strong hand. I think he just has the Goblin Guide in hand now, as far as I know. He might have something else, but... And I have an answer for the Goblin Guide, so we're not necessarily in a bad spot at all. Please reveal a swamp. That hurts a bit. Now he's down to 1 card though, so... Yes, swamp, swamp, swamp. That is what I want. Timing is a little off, because I really want to drop this right now. Siphon Life. This is the first time I played with this card, so this could be very exciting. So tempting to drop the Affliction, but I don't think I really have a choice. Although, what does he have in hand? I still don't think I know. So, like, the 2 lines of play here are basically Crime, Affliction. The reason being that, you know, I want to get in damage as fast as possible, put him on a real clock. And Crime, because he could have, say, Lightning Bolt in his hand, and that saves me 3 damage. So I deal 3 to him while saving 3 life. The other line is just to victim his guy, possibly Bile Blight if he drops another guide. And that definitely saves me damage, as opposed to maybe, but, you know, he's not on as fast of a clock. So it's a tough call. I'm 2-9. I'm gonna take a risk. I do have the Siphon Life, so that is actually, I think that kind of seals it. Even if I do end up, there you go, see, Boarstrom, very nice. Good call me. But the Siphon Life gives me like a cushion, so that's quite nice. I can take riskier lines like that sometimes, if I have Siphon Life in hand. I am liking this as a 1-of right now. I really wasn't sure how to feel about this card, but right now I'm definitely feeling it, so that's good. Another swamp would be nice, I suppose. Wrenchmine is okay too. So I think I'm just going to hit the guide, and that seems correct. And again, I have the Blight, which is very nice. Next turn I can Wrenchmine if he doesn't play anything. He'll probably play things, but we'll see. Sweep. Thank you for letting me draw things. The swamp, no less. Goodbye. This is working out much better than the Leyline plan, gotta say. I'm not sure it's necessary. It's, I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes it's insane, but... So he's probably gonna, you know, fling at least 1 burn spell at me right now. Next turn I can start siphoning life. Please, just one burn spell would be great. That is, thank you. Okay. So this is exactly what Siphon Life is for. You get down to top deck mode, you're at around 6 life. This keeps you out of range. So I think 3. Yeah, I think I can safely do this. Oh wait, and I have extra mana actually, so we can do that too. I probably should have done that first to make them. Nah, it doesn't really matter once you're in top deck mode. But yeah, anyway, there you go. Siphon Life sealed the game. I mean, I might have had it anyway, but there's definitely lots of games against Burn where you wouldn't have that game. There's so many games I've lost to them where they top deck Lightning Bolt, or you know, say he's at 2 and one more hit from Affliction would kill him, and have Wrench Mind in hand, I'll Wrench Mind and he'll double bolt in response or something like that, or I don't know. Whereas if you had the Siphon Life cushion before that, it can get you out of range. So I really did like it against Burn. I wasn't sure how to feel. I mean, I'll keep doing some testing with it and see how I like it. See if it's consistent, you know, because that could have just been you know, like it works 1 in 3 times kind of thing. So we'll see. Right now I like it. So yeah, I'll just go over the updated list for a few minutes here. Just give me 1 second. So I went over some of the changes the other day in the main board, the 3 Mutavault and whatnot. If you guys didn't catch that, check out, I think it's my second to last most recent video, so I have some commentary in there. I've been talking with one of the guys on the MTGS forums about what to do in this meta, and basically we both agree that 2 rat is right for Magic Online, at least. If you're playing in paper, you might want to go with 3 rat, 3 removal spells. Right now I've got 2 rat, 4 removal spells. Yep, these Pact and the Victims. Excuse me. And the reason for that is quite simple. I mean, I was looking at all the top decks right now in Magic Online and paper, and I came to the conclusion, or the realization, I guess, that rat is actually, it's great against, good or great against 50% of the top decks. And that also means it's terrible or not very good against the other 50%. So that makes it a very, you know, puts it in a very interesting position. I think that means it's correct to run it as a 2 of, unless your meta is heavy on junk, like really heavy, then it might be correct to, you know, go 3/3, but I think generally speaking 2 is probably correct, because it's so bad against many of the decks. But it's also so good, so you want, you know, you want more than 1, but you probably want less than 3. You know, it's, I don't know, it's debatable. But anyway, but removal is great against, it's great against everything. I mean, one of the key considerations is burn, which we just faced, which you never want to see pack rat against, basically, almost never. I mean, it did come in handy one of those games, I think, but almost always you're not going to want to see this. It's going to be awful. I mean, it can be a blocker, it can buy you a turn, but, you know, you'd rather have a removal spell, so that's why we favor removal spells, because removal is great against burn. It's also great against junk. So junk still gets some love with this card, and it also gets, it doesn't lose a ton by running a removal spell instead of a pack rat. We might rather that in more games against junk, but the removal is going to come in very handy, almost as handy or just as handy or even more so in a lot of games. So it's not, we're not losing out too much by running 4 of these, so it's a nice balance. Also running 2 of these kind of opens up our sideboard incidentally. because Rat is going to be the card we're siding out in at least 50% of the time in, you know, all those matches it's bad against. So we take out Rat and we bring in 2 spells. So then, like a lot of our sideboard cards, then we're going to want as a 2-of, is what I'm trying to say. So that, like before I used to have all these as 3 and 4-ofs. So now if we just run things as 2-of, then we have more slots free to try other things, like Siphon Life, for example. So yeah. Yeah, so I've got 2 Dark Blast. We've just been discussing the sideboard in general lately. Basically, it's... I think now, before we weren't in a good position to make it into more of like a traditional sideboard with you know 1, 2, 3, and 4-ofs, like all kinds of different things, some versatility in there. But now I think we're in a pretty good position, and a lot of that is because Pack-Rat I think is ideal as a 2-of right now. So, and also you know, some people have brought up the idea that, like, my thinking has always been, with Wrenchmine you want 4 Dark Blast, just go take a 4, take in 4. And people in the forums have brought up good points that, well, one guy in particular, Ken, I guess we kind of nickname him, is that part of the reason 4 Dark Blast made sense before, or possibly even 3, is that Delver was a big thing for a while. I guess it was mainly Delvers. Pod has been brought up, but I've never liked Dark Blast against Pod. I just, like, what do you take out? I want all of these cards, you know. So, so yeah, Delver's gone. So I do agree that I think that like running more versatility is better. So like taking out 4 Wrenchmine now, instead of siding in 4 Dark Blast, we bring in 2. And then we also bring in 2 Bile-Blight, which can be really great against Affinity. You know, they have a ton of redundancy. It kills basically everything. So, and it shouldn't be too huge of a difference running 2 of these and 2 of these, as opposed to running 4 Dark Blast. And sometimes it might be even better, like if they have, you know, Steel Overseer and there's things you can't kill. Blight can get rid of them, stuff like that. And, you know, it can act as like a pseudo board wipe sometimes. It can get rid of, actually I never thought about this until now, if they have, say, 2 Inkmoth Nexus, it can wipe both of those as opposed to you just getting one of them. That can be a real pain sometimes. So things like that. And then having Blight in the board also opens you up in tons of other matches, like against Storm. This card is amazing. I mean, it kills their Electromancers, no problem, guaranteed. And sometimes they have 2 of them. There are games, on rare occasion, where they go into beatdown mode with 2 Electromancers. Like, it doesn't happen too much, but it does happen, and it can be a real threat. So this can wipe out both of them while, you know, hurting their combo plan. And it's also amazing against their backup Empty the Warrens plan, which good players will almost always bring in, I think, if not always. They fully anticipate Graveyard Hate. If they're playing against black, they're probably anticipating Leyline of the Void, excuse me, Surgical Extraction, stuff like that. Especially in a discard deck, they have to be anticipating this. This card is just so versatile and amazing, and it's really at its best in a discard deck, so smart players will be anticipating that. So they'll go more in on the Empty the Warrens plan, which relies less on the graveyard and the combo. You just toss a bunch of spells in the air and play Empty the Warrens, and, you know, you don't rely on the engine pieces. So so they'll bring in that, and then you bring in this for it, so you hurt their backup plan. I pulled it off the other day, actually, in my other video, versus Storm. If you guys want to check that out, see what I'm talking about. Some more slots. That opens us up to... I have 2 Pithing Needle now. This can also be brought in. I bring it in against Affinity. So we have a variety of things to use against Affinity now instead of just the 4 Dark Blast. So that's I think it's going to be quite a bit better. The matchup was already quite good with 4 Blast, but I think it'll be even better now, so that's very nice. So what we do is we take out 4 Wrench Mine, bring in 2 Blast, 2 Blight, take out 2 Pack Rat, which is usually quite terrible against Affinity, bring in Pithing Needle. You can name the Ravager, which can be a huge pain in the ass. You can name Cranial Plating, also can be a huge pain in the ass. Yeah, they can, I mean, sometimes you'll have a Bridge out, but they'll have their Ornithopter, and you'll also have an Urborg, or they'll get lucky and have 2 black sources, and then they'll swing with the Ornithopter with 0 power, and equip plating at instant speed. So that can be a pain in the ass. So Needle can prevent things like that. It can also prevent Arcbound Ravager shenanigans. They can do that of the same thing too. Swing with an Ornithopter, sack everything, put on an Ornithopter, get in 10 damage or whatever, and that'll be lethal. Or put on Inkmoth Nexus, you know, get some poison and stuff like that. So this you know, hurts their backup plans, much like how Blight hurts Storm's backup plan, so that's good. Like, you're double sideboarding, basically. You know, you're sideboarding against their sideboard while still doing what you were going to do the whole time anyway, so it's you've got a one-up on most decks, I think, by having more answers like this. Extraction, I might use as a 2 of, but honestly I didn't know what to put in the last slot, but also I really do like 3 Extraction. I think if you're going to run it, 3 is probably the right amount. So I don't know, I'm not going to bring it in as a 3 of necessarily against all the decks I want it for, but there are a lot I will bring it in as a 3 of 4, so it's not 100% smooth sideboarding, but I feel like it's pretty damn close, so that's why there's a 3 of. Mainly for Scape Shift, but it can be good against, I mean, it's great against Storm, which is less common, but you know, it's good to be prepared for it. Good against Tron, it only helps so much, but you know, it does help, so, and we need whatever answers we can get, I guess. And then against like random graveyard decks, Dredgevine, Reanimator, random combo decks like Breach, stuff like that. Although Breach is getting more popular, so it's another reason to run it. I think that's pretty much what Extraction is for. I don't think I'm missing anything. So, very versatile card, applies to probably more matchups than any other card here, except Blight, actually. Against any aggressive deck like Zoo, Affinity, whatever, we take out the slower Pack Rat and bring in the Blight, and it can be amazing. Also good against tokens, of course. I have an extra Pack Rat in here for junk, a little black-green X decks, and Jeskai control, and possibly other things. Play red-green Tron, actually, for sure. I forget actually my exact plans with them, but possibly them. So my feeling is against like junk and stuff, taking out one removal spell and bringing a Pack Rat is probably better. Against control decks, you want, you know, less removal is probably better, and Pack Rat can be insane against them. They're likely to remove the first one. I mean, there's a fair chance that they'll do that, so having extras in can definitely win you games. They'll remove the first one, but that time you pull a second one, you know, there's nothing they can do, so it's good insurance. It's one of our few chances against Tron, so probably a good idea to bring it against them too. It's not a great chance, but you know, again, we got to take everything we can get against Tron. I don't know that I would board anything strictly for Tron, but it's great that a lot of these things happen to be good against them. So, yeah. Cypher Life, of course, is mainly for burn. Possibly, I might try it against some aggro decks. I don't know. Anything with burn spells in it, I might try it. The Leyline, of course, is for burn. Mono red burn decks, really. I don't know that I would bring it against multicolored burn decks, as we saw. And again, I may try this Nixithid card instead of the Leyline. I kind of like that. I think that might be good. So maybe I'm being ridiculous. Maybe it's a terrible idea. Whatever. But I don't know. On paper, it looks good to me. I think, as you saw in that last game, it would have been great. I could have stolen the game. So yeah. Again, I'm really not super fond of Leyline because so many burn decks. It's been said to me, I don't know if it's true, I think it is, that burn decks, if they are mono red and don't have answers to Leyline, it's only because they are on a budget, really. Or it's a metagame thing where there's like a ton of burn in Affinity decks and they want to save a bit of life. But almost always, you know, you probably should be multicolor if you're burned, so you probably have an answer for this. So yeah, I'm not extremely fond of it. There's other reasons, of course. I mean, you can't hardcast it, and yeah, usually you don't want to, but there are situations. Sometimes you do manage to lock burn down. You know, you put them in top deck mode, and then a Leyline would be good. You know, you shut off any top deck burn spells. So. And you know, the fact that you have to run it as a 4-of is incredibly annoying. I don't know. So yeah, that's the explanation of the sideboard. Hopefully you guys understand what's going on. I may not keep this. I may try some different things. Some other things have been suggested to me. Not sure if I'll use them or not, but for right now I'm quite happy with this, and it worked out great in that burn game. I'm not... I lost a burn game recently in a daily, and partly because I boarded in Leyline and turn 1 or 2, he just, you know, he hit it with wear and tear. And that was frustrating. So, and I didn't do it that game, and I won, and that could be partly a coincidence, but I feel like it wasn't. Excuse me. Yeah, I feel like it wasn't. So, and it shut off his destructive revelries. You know, partly. He still could have hit the affliction, of course, but it weakens the you know, any smash and smithereens destructive revelry that they use. So very nice. Quite happy with it. I feel like that's part of why I won. So yeah, that's it for now. I'll go into the next match soon. Pause this for now. See you guys in a bit. Hello everyone, back for round 2. This is a snap keep. Just kidding. This is not so good. He mulligans to 5, so I'm going to keep it. And this actually might be a lot easier than it should be. So it's kind of doing my work for me. Well, and we have a crime. We're in business. Excuse me. So Windswept Heath tells me betting on junk. Yep. So I lost against this yesterday, so I don't know if honestly, I don't know if I can pull it off. We'll see what happens. So he's in sort of a bad spot right now, but he'll probably come out of it. If I were him, I would probably take the wrench mine, but yeah. Because these are useless without the wrench mine, you know, so he can just start stockpiling his hand if he wants to, so I'm in a pretty bad spot right now. If he takes one of these, I'll be very happy. Thank you. Thank you. Unless by some weird chance he has an artifact in hand, but I doubt it. Okay, yeah, see, he really should not have done that. Major misplay on his part. So... Junk is not supposed to be this easy. I mean, he can still come back. There's definitely a chance. But it's looking less likely. If it pull another wrench mine, that's it. Nothing he can do. Or Lily. He may just concede now. If he plays any creature, I will kill it. I mean, he mulled a 5, I guess, and got a 1-lander, so I guess he just got really unlucky. Junk never does that poorly. If all junk matches could be that easy, I would be a much happier person. So I'm thinking about taking out Pack Rat for a Blight because of Lingering Souls. That seems good. That's what's been recommended, so we'll try that out. Now the question is, do I want to take out a Victim for a Pack Rat or not? I'm not entirely sure that I do. Siphon Life could be good too, potentially. I mean, it's good against discard. But part of me wants 4 removal spells. So yeah. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with this. Not 100%. If you guys would sideboard differently, I'm very curious as to what you would do. I think there's different pros and cons here. Like, I could take out removal for a rat, I could take out a removal for a Siphon Life. I could take out, I don't think I want to take out Bridge. I have a hard enough time with them as a 4 of, so I need all of them that I can get. A Lily is, I don't think I can do that either. So, I don't know, I'm gonna stick with this. Potentially I should have taken a removal for a rat, that's my concern. I mean, that's partly why I put it in there, so I play, you know. This is quite terrible, especially if he's keeping 7. I think it's really just too slow. I definitely don't want to see 2 rat. This is too slow, I might not get my second land, like there's all kinds of reasons to ship this, so let's do it. That's much better. Not amazing, but not terrible. I'd like to see probably a Crime or Lily. Definitely not another Swamp. Bridge could be good too. Celestial Purge. Tarmogoyf is the clear choice. So I'm fine for now. You know how junk is though, they can top deck anything, and so I'm getting rid of all of his stuff right now, actually, so that's good. The Purge I obviously don't care about right now, but if I top deck a Lily, I could very well. Now the question is, do I keep... I could definitely keep a Thoughtseize in hand. There's an argument to be made for that. But if I top deck a Lily, you know, then it's quite bad, so I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna go for it. I suppose I could just use the Thoughtseize next turn if I top deck a Lily, but you know, I don't really want to slow myself down either. So let's play the Bridge. There's always a debate here as to whether or not to play it. Because if you play it, they can Abrupt Decay it. If you don't play it, they can Thoughtseize it. So, I don't know. It's a matter, I guess, of if they have more discard than they have Abrupt Decay and removal. I think it's even, really. It's about even. I think they have, what, like 3 or 4 Abrupt Decay, and then a Maelstrom Pulse. Sometimes 2 Maelstrom Pulse. At least I played against the other day, I had 2. So that's about 6 right there, and then they usually run 6 discard spells, so it's about even. So you really, I don't know, you can't. There's not like a strictly good decision necessarily. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I could have presented like a decent clock, you know, but do I want to keep the swamp is the question. Excuse me, sorry about that. I'll drop it in case he drops something dangerous. I don't want him to. Oh, that is nasty. Right now, I wish. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be. Slaughter Pact wouldn't do anything, but another victim or something would be great right now. That bridge hurts, so this is just gonna tear me to shreds. Sorry. So. I mean, I can buy me a turn potentially, just a -3 it, but oh, here we go. That's the good stuff. Yeah, Rat's not very good against Rhino, huh? Yeah, it's quite poor, actually. So, I don't think I will block. Well, it's too late now anyway, but I want to kill it. I guess Blight in combination with a Rat is fine. It's not great. I don't want to. But you do what you have to do sometimes. So I can discard and. So that would be a 3/3, and then I'll do 3. So yeah, this is what I like about Rat. You can be aggressive and defensive sometimes. On the other hand, if he... Oh yeah, that's fine. I'll take the risk. Like, he could kill he could kill my blocker and swing it for 4, but I'm still not dead, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I have him on quite a good clock too. And if he has nothing for this Rat, I'm actually in quite good shape. Top deck that just in time. Let's do it. Oops. Shit. I let some damage through. That's being ridiculous. I think it's better just to go all in on Rat right now than the Wrench Mind. I don't think that extra damage will matter too much, but yeah, I honestly don't know why I did that. Oh my god, free win against Junk, sorry. Rat is amazing. So yeah, I don't think I want to take out... What did I bring in? Oh, I brought in a Blight for... I brought in a Blight in place of Slaughter Pact. I think it's a choice between that and taking out a Pact for another Rat. I think there's definitely... I think Blight is probably correct, but there are times where I would rather the Rat, so it's a matter of statistics really. Which would I want more often? I think Blight is a safer choice because Souls is probably going to screw you more often than Rhino. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's an even choice. Maybe there's no wrong choice. Who knows? Anyway, that's it for round 2. We're in good shape. Round 3 coming up. Hello again, back for round 3. Let's play first. Excellent start. Another junk deck. um, I'm in a good spot so far, but it's hard to say. It's another one of those close games. Like Abrupt Decay is probably the way to go, and then hope that he tosses his Lily off the Wrench Mind. Or I draw a discard spell for it. Yeah. Lily is, it can be terrible for them depending on the board position if the card counts are low. And you have a rack in play, then, you know, they often won't activate her. That's bad. Let's drop this. But in situations like this where the card counts are high and you don't have any racks, or I'll have one soon, but it can be quite bad. So he just has Lily and Tech Edge in hand, I believe. So that's all fine. So if he drops a Lily now, he's going to be, you know, helping out my Affliction. So. But yeah, sometimes Lily will be amazing for them. If I have nothing going on, if it's a stalled board state, they'll take her up to 6 or 7 in Ultimate. That can be backbreaking. So I guess he's holding lands. He's been quite smart now. So I see a Lily, Tech Edge, and the mystery card. Drops a Lily. So all he has is Tech Edge. Now the question is, do I want to drop Rat? Then he can Tech Edge my Rat, you know. Or my Mutavault, sorry, but I'll still have Pack Rat, so I think I totally want to do that. And then, yeah, so we're in a good spot right now. Rat's doing work yet again against Drunk. But it could easily turn around. It's usually the removal that kills me, so. So I think one rack is good enough, especially since I don't know if I'm going to keep getting discard. I think right now I definitely want to go all in. So let's try that. We're gonna start doing some serious damage next turn. Confidant is nasty, but with all the pressure I have from Rat, it could actually work against him more than it'll help, so. Ooh. Yeah, so I don't know that Confident will help too much, and it's, I mean, what's he going to hope to draw? Well, Maelstrom Pulse would actually be great, but Abrupt Decay is not going to help much. I guess he'll take on my Mutavault with that. He should do it now if he's going to do it, so I guess he's not going to. So, is there good reason to Thoughtseize right now? I don't think so. Nope. lucky for us that they don't run many Maelstrom Pulls. Like I said last round, I think it's just 1 or 2. I believe it used to just be just 1, and now I think people, maybe for the Junk Mirror or something, people run 2. So forcing in a block. You know you're in a good position when they're willing to give up their Ooze and Dark Confidant. Oh, actually, he might, he's... Okay, that does hurt a bit, but not a ton. I still have, I think, 2 rats, right? And a Mutavault, so I'm still in good shape. Yep, still in great shape. But he does live. And, theoretically, he could, take out this Mutavault, so... Oh, there we go. That's the game. Rat does it again. Okay, so again, I'm going to do what I did last game. Seemed to work out fine. I'm not seeing many Lingering Souls. I mean, I don't know if all lists run Lingering Souls, or... I'm going to bring in just in case. It doesn't... I don't think it hurts me much to take out Pact. And Blake can be great. Let's try that again. Hopefully I can, clean up again. I gotta say, I'm surprised with my success against Junk today. It's not... You know... It's, this, Ken in the forums ran stats recently, and he determined it was a 50-50 matchup, although that was with a slightly different list and not as great sideboard probably, so I don't know. Solid hand, pretty solid. Although it's one of those, like, you know, you have a Thoughtseize Abrupt Decay, then I'm kind of boned. See what you got. Yeah. So, Abrupt Decay seems like the clear winner, because Bridge and Lily can deal with this. Lily, I have a rack, so she's not so good. Abrupt Decay it is. Thank you very much. God, I hate that card. It's been the cause of many a loss. So I think it's debatable what we should do, but I think Crime and Dakmore is correct to make sure that I can do this or this next turn. I would kind of like to play Rack, you know, to save it from Thoughtseize, but again, we're kind of 50-50 on that whole thing, so that's what I'm going to do. So this is one of the situations in which Dakmore is kind of annoying. I would like to be able to, you know, drop both things, but not a huge deal. You gotta, you know, weigh the costs and benefits and whatnot. I think the benefits of this probably outweigh the costs. Maybe not by as much as I'd like, but it still does. So I'm thinking Bridge. Need to get that online soon. I could, like I could -2 Lily, but he's got the treetop, so that's no good. I could Crime and then Rack, but I think, in my experience, it's usually best to drop Bridge as soon as possible, even if it's not optimal. Like, I really don't want to take potentially 6 next turn, but if I get it online and keep it online, then, you know, it's fine that we take 6. It's usually best to just get it out of the way, and then, you know, next turn I can do whatever I want. I can, yeah. So yeah, it goes in with the village. But these can't attack next turn unless he has Abrupt Decay, so... Oh shit, or can they? I guess so. That's not good at all, because now they can go after Lily. Ugh. This is dirty. So I guess the best thing is to dump all these and then next turn Lily. Let's do it. At least he'll take a bit of damage, and the next turn he'll... I think he'll take a ton. No, if he plays anything, he'll take, he'll trigger both of these. He seems like a pretty smart guy, though, so he probably won't play anything. Oh, jeez, I didn't even realize that these can't attack if I drop all this. I was too focused on the Lily. So yeah, that's good. So I'm thinking Lily discard Swamp and the next turn play a backup bridge. He obviously doesn't have Abrupt Decay. He might draw one next turn, but I'm willing to take that chance. I still don't die if he has it. So that sounds good. Very good, very good. It's another good reason to keep swamps in hand. Sometimes you want to, you know, you don't want to ditch your bridge usually, so. Yep, Pact is awful. Why would you keep that in for Mutavault? That's no good. No. Surely you had something better to bring in, sir. Signaling Abrupt Decay. Yep, that's fine. He doesn't know I have a backup. Hopefully he doesn't have Thoughtseize. Nope, doesn't look like it. Maelstrom Pulse, Lily, okay. Ah, shit. He gets rid of my bridge. But I've still got a good clock on him. I can take out his Tarmogoyf. Shit, can't take out the Tarmogoyf. Fuck, shit. Pardon my French. He can do 8 next turn, I can do 6. So I need to draw something or I lose. So close. So I'm gonna leave... I don't know. I'm gonna leave this in hand partly to not help his mana. Not that I'm... Oh, he already has the airboard, shit. Basically I don't want to turn on Tech Edge. No, it doesn't matter. Oh, that's rough. It was a close game. All it came down to... You can see how it's... Oh shit, I can take out Lily. I don't think that matters right now, does it? No, it really doesn't. You can do 8, that's so brutal. Yeah, you can see a lot of junk games. Well, junk games basically are all decided by the amount of Abrupt Decays they pull, pretty much. It's quite frustrating. Yeah, see, that doesn't matter. 8, so I need... If I pull a bridge... Oh, so close. I can do 9. And he'll do 3, 6, or 8, sorry. Just one turn off. That's rough, that's rough. Normally I would just concede, but on the off chance he misclicks, which is a pretty cheesy way to win, I'll just I'll do it anyway. Oh man, so close, so close. What is he doing? Yep. Yep. So that was close. I was happy with that. I'm not seeing any lingering souls, so that makes me not want to bring this in. Makes me want to bring in another rat. Or bring back in Slaughter Pact. Actually, Slaughter Pact would be great. Let's bring that back in. Like, that would have saved me that game, you know. There are times I want to bring an extraction to get rid of Abrupt Decay. It's not necessarily a bad strategy. Yeah, that seems right. I kind of like 2 red, even against junk, to be honest. Like, I haven't... It feels right. I see it at the right times. I can, you know, start... It gets crazy at the right times. Like, when I pull it, I can start multiplying. Yes, play first. Yeah, that's keepable. Not great, but... Probably better than the 6 card and he mulls, so that makes it even better. That's like I have a free wrench mind or something. I would love a free discard spell someday. Like, you know, something that lets me pay life, or I don't know. Might not be a way to do that without making it overpowered, but that would be amazing. Taking the Lily, I imagine. Corrosion is quite good. That card can be brutal. You know, you'll drop 2 bridges as backup against Abrupt Decay, and then he just drops a Corrosion and possibly takes out a rack too. It's dirty. So, a 3rd swamp, that's nice to see. I don't need it right now, but yeah. So, I don't know. This all depends on what he has in hand right now. He could have absolute garbage and just not really doing much of anything. Like, this hurts, but I only care if he has something to back it up. I would love for him to stall on a 2nd land right now. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And this is quite beautiful. Yeah, excellent. Did he really... He not play his Tarmogoyf on purpose just to turn off the rack? Come on, man. There's a time and place to do that. Now is not it. I thought this guy was a little better than that. Right now is when, you know, you want your 5-6 to swing in. Who cares if I'm doing 1, 2, or 3? If you're doing 5 or 6. Oh god, this is beautiful. So I'm in a great position right now. But as always, they can, you know, come out of nowhere. A single Abrupt Decay could stall the game long enough. So he has just a Temple Garden in hand, I believe, and, you know, something else. So I'm gonna leave that. My rule of thumb is I always wait until they have potentially 2 cards that I can discard before using something like this. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Gotta drop that Lily right away. So now he has Temple Garden and 1 other mystery card. So yeah, like just then I knew he had a Temple Garden and something else, but that something else could have been another land or Creeping Corrosion. So I'd like to take out that Lily. That's okay. Now the question is, do I want Mutavault or... it would be nice to keep him off lands. But this Mutavault is like guaranteed damage. It's tricky. It's also a backup blocker, which is relevant. Two, so I can do 2 a turn. I'll do 3. I guess I will drop the Mutavault. I'm not 100% sure on that. If you guys would have done it differently, let me know. Give me your reasoning. I feel like it was a good choice right now, so... He drops his Tail Garden, so he has one mystery card, don't know what it is. This is nice, actually, because it gives me like a two-pronged approach if he Abrupt Decays, which I kind of expect, or dismembers. Okay, well... Sucks against that, I guess, but it gets a card out of his hand, so... Kind of achieve the same effect, right? And he lost 2 life off it, so all the better. Got a victim, so I really think I've got him here. It's likely, anyway. In a very good spot, very good spot. This is one reason, like, this is why you run 4 of Raven's Grime. Like, it's not even a debate to me. If you're doing some crazy out there list, like, yeah, by all means, like, do some crazy stuff, but, so he'll take, whew, that's tricky again. So he's going to, yeah, I guess I'll keep it again. Because again, if he pulls Abrupt Decay, he has like a hard choice to make. Sweet, another win. So we're 3-0. Excuse me. So get prizes no matter what. That's my 3rd 3-0 in a few days, actually, not to brag. But I was doing, I just seemed to have a run of bad luck there for a while. I did a few dailies right after Treasure Cruise was banned, and it just didn't work out. And I was losing to like silly decks too. Not, I mean, kind of respectable, but not the kind of stuff you see very often, and you know, would fall hard, quite hard, to most of the top tier decks. I mean, we're about tier 3 now, I guess. I don't know. And they would fall hard to most of the tier 1 and 2 decks I was playing against. Enduring Ideal. I don't know if it was a new version or not, but it was like mashed up with Mono White Prison. So he had a lot of cards like Rune Halo, Sphere of Safety, stuff like that, like it was Enchantment Prison. And then you also had like Enduring Ideal as the finisher. Enduring Ideal, if you don't know, is it's the one that lets you play an enchantment spell for free every turn. Basically, you pay 7 and then you never have to pay for enchantments again. Then you tutor up Form of the Dragon. So it deals 5 every turn, your life total becomes 5, creature health 5. So basically it's just, you can't do anything and you take 5 every turn. It has some downsides, but, and creatures with flying can attack, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of times that will just lock you out. And then, just to like seal the deal, the guy also had, what's that card? Something Dovescape, yeah, there we go. So whenever you play a card, you get a flyer. So basically, if you try to get out of the Form of the Dragon Enduring Ideal lock or whatever, everything you play becomes a flyer. And yeah, the creatures with flying can attack, but then he has like Sphere of Safety, Ghostly Prison. So the flyers can't attack, so it was extremely frustrating. But also, I admire the deck. It looks pretty fun, looks pretty tight. It's kind of in the same vein as us. Like, we have, our deck is pretty out there. You know, we do things most decks do not do, and we still manage to win, and it's a pretty tight list. And his list seemed quite tight also. I mean, he beat me, I think in 2 out of the 3 games, so... Anyway, I lost to that, and there were a couple other decks, and I lost to Junk, and lost a bunch to Burn. I mentioned that with the Leyline, didn't work out. Like, stuff like that. It's just the cards didn't line up, and I guess I had a worse sideboard and stuff, so... Anyway, I've been on a streak lately. I'm 3 for 3, so hopefully it keeps going. Maybe I can even 4-0 this one. The last 2 were 3-1s, which, you know, I'm quite happy with. Also, it's extremely hard to 4-0 no matter what type of deck you are, so... Let alone, you know, top 8 or top 16 at a tournament. There's a lot of luck involved at that level, so... Anyway, that's round 3. I'll be back soon for round 4. Hello everyone. On to round 4 now. Gonna keep this hand, I think. It doesn't have any precise discard, which is annoying, but does have a lot of discard and a Lily and a win con, so not too bad. Excuse me. Gonna guess Scape Shift, just based on the Misty. Seems a lot easier to determine what you're playing against based on the fetch, now that Pod is gone. Or it could be Rug Twin. Definite possibility. I would rather it's not that. It's a pretty hard matchup for us, actually, seems like, so. Let's keep on with the discard. Yep, it's almost definitely Rug Twin. Excuse me. Yep. Based on my experience, Rug Twin is much harder purely because of Ancient Grudge. And I mean, you also have to deal with the Tarmogoyf, but I'm actually a lot less concerned about the Goyf than the Grudge. So, I think the play is Lily here. I don't really see a reason not to. I'll discard a rack, I think, because I want to empty his hand. It's much more important to have an empty hand than to race a bit quicker, usually, if not always. Please, God, don't have a Splinter Twin in your hand. Yeah, I mean, that was pretty unlikely. He needed or maybe he does, but he doesn't have the 4th land, which works great for me. I will now... Damn it. Smart. But now I can get the twin out of his hand, assuming he has it. And I can drop 2 racks, so I'm in a very good position. Yes, figures. So now he needs to draw 2 cards to win, which is unlikely. Definitely possible, but unlikely, and he has to do it pretty quickly, so. Especially with this Mutavault clock. Another fine example of how Mutavault's a great card. I'm still very happy with 3, for anyone wondering. I really haven't missed the 4th at all, and in fact I feel better because I'm not getting screwed all the time. So I lose, or he loses, sorry. So it's great that we win game 1, because game 2 and 3 is probably going to be much more difficult. I just realized Blight can be good against Twin, against Pestermite. Even if they combo off, we can Blight. Although, I guess it doesn't really matter, because if you have a removal spell, you could just target a response anyway. You won't always have the mana though, and they might only have 1 piece at a time. I don't know. Anyway, could be good. I don't think it's worth taking out any removal for, but we can definitely take a Pack Rat, probably for extraction. Theoretically, I mean, if bridges are major weakness against them, it might be best to take out bridge for, say, some combination of Blight, Dark Blast, and Extraction. I'm thinking 1-2-1. Because that is, bridge is a real liability sometimes, so I kind of want to try it. I'm gonna try it. Maybe it's not correct, but I do kind of want to try it. Although, I mean, if we had 2 extraction, that could be good, but it's usually not enough. Anyway, 2 blast. That seems good. Let's try that. We'll find out if it's a horrible mistake or not. I've had tons of experience against, maybe not tons, but enough to know that how brutal the matchup can be purely because of Ancient Grudge. Because Bridge can do so much work against Twin, but if they have that kind of removal against it, it's just brutal. Swerve, Nature's Claim. At least it's on Ancient Grudge, although I guess now I don't care. Change the target as a single target. That's funny. So a lot of questions here. I kind of want to take Swerve. I don't, you know, I don't want him discarding my stuff next turn. And next turn I can get both of these, which is nice. Though I kind of want to take the Claim too. I might do that. Yeah, I guess I have to take the Swerve. I don't think I can afford to. Well, I can discard my own Urborg, which is not a big deal. So let's take the Claim, I guess, so he doesn't hit my Affliction. Yeah, that seems best. As always, tell me if you do something different in that situation. This is how I get better, so... Oh, Dark Blast, just improved this match a lot. Yes, that's fine. Oh shit, I have to take one of my own cards, but I can take Blast now in theory. I think that's probably right. Or Victim of Night. Oh shit, but now I don't get the click, or the Pestermite, because I don't have the 2 spells, but it's not a huge deal. I mean, because I have Blast, right? I'm thinking Victim. I thought I could discard the Urborg, but also I didn't think about how this means that this misses. So it's a pretty ridiculous play on my part. Although again, it doesn't matter too much. I have illness removal. I'm thinking Victim. Well, I could keep Victim and then put Blast in the air, but I don't want to miss my draw for the turn, so I don't know. It's debatable. Excuse me. Let's get that Deceiver, I guess. And then he'll click next turn, I imagine, on my draw step, and then I will Blast in response. Seems correct. If he does it on his turn... Oh, please don't target me. That would be... Ugh, that's bad. Maybe he anticipated that. I figured he wouldn't anticipate it. So that's quite bad. I would like a Raven's Crime right now. I would most definitely not like that. Ugh, I think I misplayed the shit out of this game, and I could have easily had it, so he may just win. He has a Splinter Twin, which I mean, if I was him, I would consider putting it on the click. Oh no, that's a legendary, so it doesn't work. So what does he have? He has Splinter Twin and a mystery card, so I will totally make him sack his click. Get back in the game now, hopefully. Oh god, what are you doing? It's going to swerve, maybe? Targeting Nature's Claim, and then getting that. Oh, and then he's going to sack his Snapcaster, destroy this, and then swing it. Oh god. I think I just got like 3 for 1 or something. Brutal. Yeah, like I said, I think I misplayed the shit out of this match. Swerve is not a card I play against much, so I'm not used to it. I can see why he likes it, though. So this is brutal. We came very close to being in command, and now we're most definitely not. This is something. I doubt he runs Mana Leak. I don't think Twinless will run Mana Leak, but does it? I'll drop it anyway. There's other reasons to drop it, you know, if I pull a Pack Rat or whatever. So. I used to lean toward holding onto lands, but now I think I lean away from it, so. I think it's worked out better. So he has a twin and 2 mystery cards, I guess. Another rack, Jesus. Sometimes I really hate running this many racks and not having filtering. There's been a lot of discussion in the forums lately about how a lot of people running this deck consistently have God. He doesn't even have Grudge, as far as I can tell. Like, I really wished I'd kept in Bridge, so I guess I'll do that for Game 3. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a Game 3. Yeah, there's been a lot of discussion about how people, a lot of different players consistently have troubles like this, where you have too many racks, not enough other things. Come on, can I get anything but a land? Yeah, I bombed this game hard. Had a great streak going, and now he's got his Splinter Twin, I think. So, I don't know. Hopefully he doesn't have Grudge. Let's bring it back in. This Bridge is sweet against them. Don't care about Bioblight. Blast seems very good. Like, sometimes I think I don't want Extraction so much as Blast. Because I don't even, yeah, I think that's probably better. I like that, I think that works. Because even without Blast, without Extraction, I find that I usually have a fairly easy time of keeping them off the combo. So then if we put in Blast, that's really going to keep them off, then there's no need for Extraction. It's possible that he does have Nature's Claim and Ancient Grudge, so I don't know, but I didn't see it, so I don't know. There's a case to be made for this, and yeah. I think that's right. Let's try that. Hopefully it doesn't screw me over too much. Yes, I would like to play first. Yes, this is a great hand. Holy shit. I think, Grudge or not, he'll probably have a difficult time beating this. I don't want to get too cocky, but this is pretty brutal for a twin player. Oh yeah, he's got nothing. Nothing. So it is kind of a toss-up. Because if I take Visions, then he's got, you know, he's got no game. He can delay me, but he can't, you know. Although I think Negate's the correct play, because I'll take one, and then by the time he can play, oh yeah, I can't take the second one. negate. I don't know. It's a tough call. There's probably a correct line here that I'm not seeing, but okay, well, I think the correct line is that I take the negate, which I'll do right now. The idea is that I get rid of the second negate between these two wrench mines. Like, there's no way he's going to keep it in hand. Well, almost no chance. Bottom top, so bottom would have been nicer, but I guess he, well, yeah, so I'm hoping that he gets rid of the second negate here. And if he doesn't, well, whatever. I've still discarded 2, 3, 4 cards effectively when he counters. So, okay, he still has the negate. Also, I mean, I still have options here. I can go Crime Rack, so that way he doesn't... Okay, this is interesting. So I guess I will negate, or take the negate, another Serum Visions. Yeah, I think take the negate again. Yeah, I got to. And then Crime. So he has what? Serum Visions and a Mr. Courage. Let's hope for bottom top again. Maybe another Termaglyph. That was his land, right? What did he have in hand? Let's see. Sulphur Falls, Serum Visions. So he has a Sulphur Falls in hand and a card that he wants on top of his library. So right now it's a debate between, I feel like Bridge just in case he draws another counterspell. Or I could just race him, you know. This is debatable as well. Next, so if I drop this now, he takes 2, and then he'll take 3. So it's 5 total. If I wait until next turn, he'll take just 3 instead of 5. So I feel like that's not a huge deal, and I like preventing 3 damage. Could matter. So he still has the Sulphur Falls in hand, or am I missing something? Shit. Well, whatever. I got the claim out of his hand, and now I don't have to use the wrench mine. So, I don't know. I still think it was probably correct, but yeah, sometimes it doesn't pay off. I feel like Inquisition is correct here because I have the 2 wrench mines. But like, what would he have? You know, most things would be instant speed. But yeah, I'm gonna do it. No, Island. Yeah, not a big deal. So I'm doing 3 a turn, he's doing 4 a turn, so obviously he's beating me in the race, but any top deck could make the difference. 2 more turns. He has 4 more turns. Oh, thank God. Just in the nick of time. Please don't counter. Yeah, twin games are almost always pretty intense. See, we're both like biting our nails. Freaking out, wondering what's gonna happen. So, Inquisition. I try to do this first because he doesn't know what's in my hand, you know, so I think I got him. But it's definitely not impossible for him to win now. Might be, I don't know. Come on, need that 4-0. I'm very surprised he doesn't seem to have Ancient Grudge. I don't know what that's about. Oh, lots of choices. Counterspell, draw a card. Okay. Okay. No, I feel like I kind of want to... Yeah, I definitely want to Wrench Mind here. He probably doesn't like... Yeah, it doesn't matter too much. Because, yeah, I can +1 every turn now anyway, so... some people might choose to play this here, so that, you know, she's at 4 instead of 3. But, I mean, there's reasons to do that sometimes, but right now, like, basically if they have counterspells, just +1. So, thank God. Yeah, I don't think it's possible for him to win right now. Unless he has Bolt. Does he have Bolt in deck? I think he does. Please don't Bolt. Please don't Bolt. Please don't Bolt. Story of my life. I can't tell you how many games I've lost to a top deck Bolt. I'm guessing it's not, or he would have done it already. Another Lily, jeez. So, yeah, no matter what he does now, I think he's toast. Unless he has a Nature's Claim. Oh God. Nope, I don't think that can do it. Does he have anything? I don't think he has anything. Oh, he's doing the Nature's Claim. Oh God. Oh God. But I do gain life. Oh God, this guy's killing me. I can kill the snap though. This is insane. I mean, I gain life, so that is definitely relevant. And it's like, I really don't understand why he's not running Grudge, but I guess he's worried about enchantments for some reason. He's attacking Lily. Okay, so like I'm in the game for a while. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. I don't have to sack my Lily. I don't. Yeah. Potentially should. I mean, you could make a case for keeping it. Oh, thank God. Top deck and Bolt like just a turn too late. Oh God. You're killing me, man. I could have sworn I had it. It's, you know, it was so close. Holy shit. No. No. Oh shit. Oh shit. How much does this do? I'm so nervous right now. At the beginning of each upkeep, blah, blah, blah. So he's gonna do... shit. He's gonna do 6. And then on my upkeep, it's gonna do 2. So I think I'm just dead. No spells were cast less turn transform at the beginning of each upkeep. Deals 2 damage. Yeah. I'll just, if only to show him what I have. Anyway, that was intense. Almost 4-0'd. I potentially could have 4-0'd if I hadn't misplayed that. I think it was the first game. Very close, very close. And I brought out the bridges in the second game, which was a risk. So I think, like, objectively I should have won this game, but... Oh shit, I'm at 3? Did I do the math wrong? Oh shit, he's only a 2-2. I thought it was a 4-4. He transforms into a... Holy shit, I think I win. Holy shit. Yep, that's fine. Oh my god. I could have sworn I lost. And maybe I still do. But... He could, let me see, he could Cryptic Command. But that doesn't do anything for him. So I don't think there's a reason not to to crime. Unless it's like a remand or something. A remand is a consideration, but I didn't see any remands from him. So I don't know. I guess then the correct play is to remand, because my thinking here is that I guess he could. I don't know. I'm gonna crime. Maybe it's wrong. I hope it's not wrong. Please don't be wrong. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, the goif. Oh shit, that was intense. So, definitely gotta say good games to this guy. I'm not sure if Rug Twin normally runs Remand or not. I can't even remember. I think it's been a long time since I played it, pretty much. But either way, no Remands definitely made that game a lot easier if he had Remands. Excuse me. That could have been much more difficult. Also, the no Ancient Grudge. The Swerve instead of other things. I think Swerve was good there, definitely. I mean, that one play he like 3-for-1 me or something because of Swerve. Or at least that's what it felt like. But I think something else might be better, might be more consistent, because you saw it in the, I think it was the second or third game or whatever. It wasn't very good. Probably would have been better with something else. But either way, Rug Twin is totally beatable. We can beat it. I think it's probably not quite as hard as people think. I think we may need to, for most lists that are running Ancient Grudge, we need to maybe take out the bridge for more removal, possibly, or pack rat, or I don't know. It's possible, because I found that bridge is almost useless against any list that runs 2 or more Ancient Grudge, which I think all the Rug Twin lists do, except for that one. So, unless you also bring in Extraction, I guess you could. That's another option too. 4 bridge, take a pack rat for 2 extraction. That could work out. Anyway, a lot of different options. So yeah, 4-0'd. Didn't really expect to do that, but we managed. I managed. I really like this list a lot. I like Siphon Life. The only things I'm reconsidering right now really are the pack rat, like you saw in the junk game. I thought I would want it in the junk game, but I feel like I actually don't. It's debatable, but me personally, I lean toward the 2 and 4 removal. It's more reliable in a general sense, and I think it's probably more reliable against junk too. I could be wrong, but I beat them 2 games in a row for what that's worth. So, although to be fair, that one of the games the guy did get like mana screwed hard. He had to mold up 5, I think, and didn't draw any more lands, so, but still, yeah. I like this, I like this, I like this, I like this. I like the Siphon Life a lot. So it's the pack rat and the Leyline. Like I said, I'm considering that Nixithid card for burn. It seems like that could be sweet. Although I might not want 4 of them, right? So, no, I suppose I would, because you know, you swap with Bridge. I don't know, but it again, like with the Blight Wrenchmine thing, Dark Blast, Blight, Wrenchmine, I might want like say 2 Nixithid and 2 something else that works against burn. Well, Siphon Life, I could potentially go to 2 Siphon Life. So I could go 2 Nixithid, 2 Siphon Life, take those out, bring that in. Take out the back rats for the blights. That could be nice. Again, I don't know. Maybe Nixithid is terrible and it's a bad idea. I don't know, but I like it on paper. Maybe I'm being crazy, but I think I will test it possibly in the next daily. Maybe see what people think in the forums first. But yeah, other than that, I really like the list. I think this feels like a much better sideboard to me than what we used to run. I do definitely see the benefit of having a less linear sideboard. I think for the most part it was it was a good idea before, but now things have changed a bit, and also I've come to realize that yeah, it's a better idea to, if you're taking it for something, you don't necessarily have to take in for something else. You can take in 2 something and then 2 something else. That's also good, serves a similar purpose, but it's good against more decks. So that's something I'm going to keep in mind when sideboarding in the future. And specifically, if I decide to take this out at some point, which I kind of want to do, we'll see. It might stick around, it might not. Anyway, that's the daily. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know you've been wanting some live commentary from me for a long time now, and you know, I finally delivered. I hope to do more of these. I should be able to make it work, at least occasionally, possibly even on a regular basis, like a few days a week or something. We'll see. Alright, thanks for watching.